Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Melissa Oti, and if you're new on this channel, I'm just looking at you with one eye, with side eye, because I don't know what you're waiting for. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and click the bell so that whenever I post new content on this channel, you'll be the very first to find, if I'm number one person to find out. So guys, there are some things I want us to discuss right now. Number one, when it comes to getting a job in the UK, I've said this before, even though some persons still don't believe, people feel like employers are doing them a huge favor employing them. I understand it is very difficult to get a job now. It is not as easy as it used to be. I mean, I remember then when my husband was looking for a job, it wasn't even that hard. Then there were even so many agents that are even willing to help you get a job at no fee whatsoever. Like, it was so easy. It was as if they were even in high demand. Even nurses then, so it was very easy for them to get a job. Now, even though the UK is in high demand for nurses, it is still hard for them to get a job. Like, you can't just sit down in your house and ma'am, you've gotten a job. And then, like, they used to even pay for their flight, refund their exam fees, give them accommodation for 1 month. So many things, so many incentives, which I can't even remember, which I don't know if they still do now. I remember in my husband's time, then NHS used to even give you a relocation package, like 1,000 plus something, to relocate from your home country to enable you settle. I'm telling you, I don't know if they still even do it now. I don't know, but then it used to be just all about passing your exam. For instance, this care visa, right, even though it was not in place then, but as it was in place then, I'm sure getting a care job would have just been about you passing your IELTS and then experience here and there, certification. Like, it won't be so stressful as it is now. You guys know that it is really, really stressful to get, and because of that, a lot of carers have been exploited. Like, the exploitation is alarming. It is too much, and I know a lot of people will be wondering, why is UK government silent about this? Why are they not doing anything about this? What are they really supposed to do? What do you even expect them to do? That's just the truth. Like, for instance, you watch YouTubers come out and complain. They say £20,000 is not enough. This, that. They are cutting employees' pay. But we are not coming out with anybody to, like, ask the person. Like, for instance, as I'm sitting here talking about care job, it's not like there's somebody by my side that I'm asking questions, like somebody that has been exploited before. Nobody's even happy to talk about it. Everybody is saving their head. Nobody wants to come out openly and say, this is what they did to me. They exploited me. They were cutting my pay. They refused to give me sick pay. They refused to give me my annual leave. Nobody is actually bold enough to come out and talk about this, because, and I don't really blame them entirely. But I want to quickly tell you guys that there is hope for you. If you feel like you're not able to come out openly to talk about this, there's a union that you can join that will help you. Before we progress, this video is sponsored by Vactidy. So they sent me this robot vacuum. You can see the vacuum, which I'm going to unbox right away with you guys, and of course show you guys the function. So the Vactidy Nimbie T6 robot vacuum cleaner comes with a user manual, comes with a charger, comes with a remote that does the job, comes with a battery, and of course, guys, this is what it looks like. Take your time to remove all the packaging. It looks so good. I love the design. Now it comes with 2 side brushes that does most of the job, and even comes with a spare, guys. So thoughtful of them. Now this is the charging port, and these are all the parts. I just love the design. So cute, so beautiful and sleek. Now you can see that my house is very dirty right now, but this is going to carefully pick up dust, debris, pet hair from my floor. Even though I'm currently using a carpet, you can even use it on hard floor, guys. Trust me, it's so good. Going to make your house look so clean. Guys, it has a long last battery life, and the suction is so good. You can see how it's carefully picking up dirt from my floor, and I love the fact that it's automatic self-charging, so you don't need to stress yourself. And also it has an anti-collision effect to prevent it from hitting furniture, tumbling downstairs and all that. It's suitable for all home environments, you guys. I just love it. Now this is a debris, guys. Very quiet. Also, if you wanted to concentrate on a particular area, it's very much possible. That's why you have a remote control. You can also use it without your remote control. Note that, you guys, it's so wonderful. It's brilliant. I love this innovation. I mean, on those lazy days when you don't feel like vacuuming or doing anything, just bring out your robot cleaner and let it do the job. UK life is stressful. Don't make it even more stressful by always trying to vacuum your house on your own. Now, you guys, it has a 12-month warranty. That means if you don't like it and you feel like returning it, trust me, you can return it within 12 months. Now, another thing is that it's currently going up on sale, so don't miss out, guys. The link will be in my description box. Check it out. and order right away. I just want to quickly lay out some of the concerns that people have with some of the issues that people are having. Now, in my last two videos, I talked about the reason why it's as though most companies are not recruiting anymore. Like, I came out here to give you guys hope, basically, that this is what is going on. So just relax a bit. So don't panic, right? Now, the problem is lots of people are willing to sell their properties to actually come to the UK via this care visa. And I keep asking, if you have this kind of money, you can decide to come and study like social work. You don't need to come and start studying courses that you so like braverman tags, low degree courses. You don't really need to come and study them. For instance, you come here, I don't want to mention any course, right? In case you're studying a course and not like, oh my god, this says I'm studying rubbish. But you get the point. Some courses are not really like in high demand. To get some courses, they're in high demand, but you need to go through a lot for you to actually get those jobs. Those are not what I'm talking about. And I know nursing is very expensive, but I believe that if you have like 15 million naira to pay somebody, we're not talking about flights now or getting accommodation, because that doesn't end in that 15 million. If you have that kind of money, come and study. I don't know, but I feel like it's better. Come and do masters in social work. It's just 2 years. Come and do public health. You can even do nursing. We have adult nursing, mental health nursing, learning disability nursing, different kinds of branches under the nursing umbrella that you can do, and most of them are even in high demand. Nursing pay might not be that fantastic at first, especially if you're working with the NHS, but you can always do agency to cover up. And if you feel like you're confident enough, you can start doing agency. I know people that are earning like £45 per hour as an agency nurse. By the time you work 3 nights a week, like you're more than all right. You're okay. When you're going on with like 4K, and then you're probably your husband to also work, you should be okay. I believe so. You should be okay. You won't be in debt. You won't be owing credit card left, right, center. You'll be okay if you live within your means, right? Because what these people do is that pay this huge amount of money. You come here. The moment they don't give you shifts, right? Because let's say they have only 20 clients to cover, to look after, and because of greed, they decide to employ like 20 people or 30 people from overseas. Meanwhile, they still have staff here, because in their head, oh, I need your money, and you feel like, oh, I need a stay in the UK. And then you come here and you're stranded. In fact, there are even people that even come here legitimately, like they legitimately came to the UK, they got this job, they didn't pay any money. They are even maltreating them. Talking of you that paid, because those people, they actually have a voice, right? But most times they are so scared. I know someone that came to me, I'm like, Melissa, do you know any other company that is recruiting? My company is messing around with me. I'm like, what exactly are they doing to you? They are not paying me enough. What I said in my contract is 37.5 hours. Instead, they will say I have to work 48 hours, or I have to work 5 days. They call me randomly to cover shift, even though it is not suitable for me. They complain bitterly, like these things should not be in place. They apply for annual leave and they say, oh, you cannot go for annual leave now because of this. Or you call in sick and they're asking you, why are you sick? What is the nature of your sickness? Is it because of flu that you don't want to come? Please, you have to come. I don't have anybody to cover your shifts. Like, how? Like, I keep even wondering, how did we get to this point? How on earth did we get to this point in this country? Like, who is doing these things? Why are people not speaking up? I understand that people are scared. They feel like if they speak up, they reject their COS, it will fall back on them. They won't be able to get a job and stuff like that. I understand that. But would you rather bear the bonds of that? Would you rather suffer for 5 whole years? It's crazy. It breaks my heart so much when I see people go through this, and I'm like, someone is coming to work. A contracted hours is 37.5 hours. You're not giving the person enough shift. The person is going on with £400 a month, £300 a month. What will that cover? It's never enough to even pay your rent. Or like, what is £400 supposed to do for somebody in the UK a month? This person is available to work. Ideally, if you're available to work and the employer does not provide you shift, it has nothing to do with you. Your contracted hours is your contracted hours, and they have to pay you. But because things are just so messy, people are not even willing to talk. I even spoke to somebody that was going through a lot. I gave her citizens advice number. Why don't you ring this number and see how they can help you? I'm sure the person not even ring. The person will be like, I'm Melissa, I want to come and put aside in my Gary. I beg go. Another thing I want to also mention, I was watching a particular YouTuber's video. She did support. She came as a student. This particular employer was just playing around with her with sponsorship. Her visa was almost expiring. Ungwanuna, give me sponsorship now. From nowhere back. When it was already, her visa was already expiring. That's a student visa. Apparently, she don't want to apply for the post-study visa because it's very expensive, like 2,000 plus for one person. So this person, when the person was delaying, when the person noticed that, oh, our visa is already almost expiring, she now broke the bombshell that that you have to pay 7,000 for me to give you this COS. People were like, why would I have to pay 7,000? As in, you can imagine. Okay, finally now, I don't know how she continued with the job and stuff, but without paying, obviously. Then she got too attached to the client, thinking that the client loves her. Even when she was talking to, in the video, she was saying, I now called the client calls me. I'm like, why are you even communicating with the client? Well, if you want to communicate, let it be at work, doing work hours. If you want to channel anything to them, it has to go through the agency, right? Why are you communicating with this client directly? The client will not come, I'm doing shopping, you will not call the client. I was like, I don't get it. And unfortunately for her, the client that she loved so much, or she felt loved her so much, lied that she stole her money, that she was requesting for cash at hand money. This is somebody that she thought they had a really lovely relationship. Like, guys, see, we need to learn. I feel like there are a lot of things you need to learn when you come here. Me, I've had my own fair share. I think I've shared it before on this channel. As in now, I'm so wise at work. Hey, I watch my back. You can't catch me. It go hard you. You can't pin anything on me and say, Melissa, this is what you did at work, or this is hard. Because anything, down to the pin, I always document it. Hey, you can't catch me. Forget about it. You can't even say, Melissa did this to a client, because I'm always watching my back. This is coming from someone that has lost her job before because of trusting somebody. And you expect me not to rising up. Once beaten twice shy. So guys, see, when it comes to working here, you have to be careful. In fact, people say, support is the best. Support is the best. Yes, support is good. But most times, because most of them are okay, they're able to say what they want, they're able to say what they see, they're able to even lie. They have the ability of even lying. You're not entirely safe. That's why you now have to be extra careful. I don't know if I've shared this particular gist that happened. When I was doing support, then I took 2 clients. Ideally, they were supposed to be one-to-one, like one staff to one resident, but that day we were short staff, right? And I felt like, we're short for just 2 staff. And these 2 people, they have appointments in town. Instead of taking one to town, come back, take the other one. And if you won't come back, there'll be nobody for that person to stay with in the house, because the other staff had already taken 2 out. So ideally, what I would have done was tell my manager that, sorry, I can't go out with 2 of them. And then I was pregnant, my first pregnancy. I can't go out with 2 of them, because if anything should happen, I can't save 2 of them at the same time. Doing that, I'm also in a very vulnerable state. Me now, I carry my church Nigerian Mereme belly hat. A British person will not take the risk that I took. I took that risk. I took one of them to another city for appointment. When we're done, it was such a long trip. I think we went to Leeds where I bus. It was so long. And then because I was pregnant now, somehow I fell asleep in the bus. I was tired. And then when we got back to my town, we got to Boots, and then one of them needed to check his weight, and then the other one was pushing the other one. The way these residents can be sometimes, pushing the other one. It was making the results inaccurate because of the movement and all that. And the Boots lady was already getting frustrated. I was like, just calm down. And then I spoke to the resident that was pushing the one that was checking his weight, that please just relax. When it's done, you can check yours. But he was just so impatient. And then when he tried to push the resident that was checking his weight, I just blocked him. We were trained to do MAPA. MAPA is a management of potential aggression. So I blocked him, not push. I blocked, because I was trained to do MAPA. This guy screamed, you pushed me. Oh, you pushed me. I said, no, I didn't push you. I only tried to restrain you from pushing Mr. A, because Mr. A needs his weight checked. And because you're distracting him, the results are not coming out fine. And you can see that this staff is getting frustrated. That's the Boots lady. He was still to me, you pushed me. As if he wants to beat me. Gosh. Anyway, the whole situation was calm. We were done with Mr. A. He climbed on the weighing scale, which we checked everything. On our way out, he apologized that, I'm so sorry, Kim. This, that. He apologized for everything, though. My greatest mistake was not letting my manager know when I got back to the house, or at least filling an incident form or documenting it, because I felt he apologized. Guys, because I was a novice, I kept quiet. I did not do anything about it. Guess what, guys? The evening, my manager called me. Kem, what happened during the day? My head, what happened? I was trying to think what happened. And I said, this happened. Mr. A said you pushed him. I'm like, pushed how? How can I push? Push forward. Do I look like a violent person? If I push him, he can even beat me. Why would I push? I was trying to explain everything that happened, though. Man, The bottom line is that at the end of the day, I was sacked. So just so crazy, guys. I lost my job. Coupled with the fact that my colleagues also now betrayed me, because you know when something like that happens, they'll now start speaking to colleagues to know your performance. Like, since I was on probation, how is she? How do you think she's good with other clients? What do you have to say about her? Stuff like that. Most of them I thought were my friends, they betrayed me. They said I was always sleeping. And guys, I was in my first trimester. I was barely like probably 6-7 weeks, that period. And my only symptom anytime I'm pregnant is sleep. Like, I can fall asleep in the bus. I can fall asleep while waiting for my order. Sleep. Like, that's just my problem. People say they vomit, they do this happens to them. But me is sleep. So it was a problem for me. Do you understand? Even I had to get a letter from my GP, said that, oh, my iron is low, my vitamin D is low. They placed me on iron, and then they wrote notes for me to give to my manager. That was when this thing was going on. But apparently, it was nothing to them. I ended up being sacked, guys. So where am I driving at? You guys, when you're doing this care job, support job, you have to be really, really careful. So imagine you now experiencing this thing, knowing fully well that you're not even paid to get the job. You'll be in trouble. As in, even if they don't sack you, they can mess you up there, and you can't do nada, because you'll be feeling like, I paid for this job. What can I do? If I report now, if they investigate, I find out that I paid for this job, I'm going to be in trouble. They will reject as COS. Me, I will go back to Nigeria. I will go back to Africa. I will go back to my home country. House I know get, because I've sold my house. Car I know get. There's nothing waiting for me. I have to go back to my village. The only land that my father left for me, I have sold. I've sold everything. Nothing is waiting for me in Nigeria. That's what you'll be feeling. You can't do anything about it. And that is why I want to introduce guys to a trade union. A trade union is an organization with members who are usually employees. Their main role is to look after your interests, to protect your rights. For instance, if you are going through issues at work, these people will step in for you. In my own case, when I had that issue, that was when somebody introduced me to Unison. Then it was £10 a month. I don't think it's £10 a month now. You guys know things are changing. So then, unfortunately, he introduced me to Unison when the issue was already going on. So when I paid the £10, I laid my complaints. The representative called me, spoke to me. I was like, unfortunately, they can't help me because I registered in the heat of the problem. Like, you must give them a month's notice. Do you get the point? Unison is a trade union that helps employees to fight issues like allegations in the workplace, like workload issues. Like I mentioned, like some companies will come and tell you, oh, you have to work 5 days a week, you have to work 6 days a week. Meanwhile, your contracted hours is 37.5 hours. Like, whatsoever issue at all that you have at work, they are going to help you. And the pay, normally you can pay monthly. Like, normally they pay monthly, so you can either be by check or bank transfer or direct debit. Most times people use direct debit, so that every month they'll just take their money. So it depends on your pay. For instance, if your pay is within 20,000 to 25,000 yearly, every month £14. If your pay is within 20,000 to 25,000 yearly, if your pay is between 25,000 to 30,000 yearly, you pay about £17. And if your pay is between 30,000 to 35,000, you pay about £20 a month. People that are carers, your pay is going to be about £14 a month, which is not that bad. Trust me, compared to what they're going to pay. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you've been able to learn a thing or two. And of course, I will see you all in my next one. Bye, guys.